Some of you thought you married someone. You didn't marry them, you married their mother. You married their father. And instead of spending time enjoying each other, you're spending time babying the person. Frustrating. Check the egg before you crack. Don't make omelet before you are satisfied that you're willing to live with the yolk. There ain't no perfect people in the world, but at least get as close as possible before you crack. Minimize the work. Because you're growing too old to be preoccupied trying to bring somebody up. They're supposed to be up already. You're all quiet, man. What happened? See, you don't want to bring nobody up. You're adult now. You want to live with an adult, not a child. Some folks ain't there. They're 50 years old and still growing up. And then they marry you. Or you marry them. And then you wonder, why is this so difficult? It ain't difficult. You just didn't check the stock. Your marriage is only as good as your singleness. That's what Jesus was saying. He said, look, divorce is only possible when the combination you use was defective. My suggestion to you as an individual, whether you are married or not, is to spend the next 6 months improving yourself. Buy good books. Buy all of mine and read them for the first time. Go to seminars to improve yourself. Go to the bookstore and buy quality books to help you develop your personality and your communication skills and your ability to deal with human nature and behavioral science. In other words, develop yourself. I tell you, when you improve yourself, automatically all your relationships will improve. You'll be amazed. Work on your egg. Write this down, please. Until you are single, you are not ready for marriage. Supposed to be for. Listen to me. It's very important, you know. Jesus was addressed with the issue of divorce. He ignored it. He said, no, this ain't a matter of divorce. He said, the problem is the male and female. Focus on the individuals first. So it's more important for you to become totally single than for you to be married. Please read my book on singleness and marriage. We got a new edition out. Please study it again, read it again. Don't assume you remember anything in it. Whether you are married or not married, that book is for you. We got a whole series of tapes on it. Develop your singleness. And single, the word single is an interesting word. The word single means to be separate, unique, and whole. Write it down. The word single, it doesn't mean to be alone. God said it's not good for man to be alone. He never said single, because single and alone are different. Alone is a word in the Hebrew which means exclusive. It means to be one of your kind. He said not good for man to be the only one of his kind on earth. And that was true, because there was no one to relate to. Adam couldn't relate to animals and birds and fish. He named them, but he couldn't relate to them. So God's not good for man to be exclusive or the one of his own kind. I will make him another just like him. So God made him another man, but he made it a female, a womb man, a man with the womb. Same. So when Adam saw her, Adam's response is correct. Adam says, wow, this is bone just like my bone structure, and flesh just like my flesh. There was no hairy stuff, no scales, no feathers. That's the first time he ever saw an animal without scales, feathers, and hair. He said, wow, this is just like me. He said, for this reason should a man leave his mother and father, he had none, and cleave unto his wife who look like this, and the two shall become one flesh. He found one just like himself. However, Adam was already single. What is single? He was separate. He was unique. Oh, the question is, are you those three things? To be separate means that you don't need nobody to be somebody. Uh-oh. Let me prove it. Adam didn't even know he needed anybody. Read the Bible. Genesis chapter 2, verse 18 and 15. In chapter 15, God took the man, put him in the garden, blessed him with work and all that stuff. In verse 18, God says, it is not good. God said, God said, it is not good. Not Adam. Adam didn't even care. He never asked God, hey, what about me? No. He was completely preoccupied with his purpose, naming them animals, dominating that garden. And that's what qualifies you to get married, is when you don't need to be. See, if all you could dream about is marriage, you got to check yourself, man. You just walk around all day, I want to be married. I want to be married. I want to be married. Hey, you come here. Come here. I want to be married. Oh, he's gone. Okay, let me try another one. I want to be married. Lord, please, Lord. Lord, please. See? Give me a prophecy, brother. I need a prophecy. Pray for me. Pray for me. See? And you just preoccupied. You are possessed. You're not whole. Unique means that you've discovered an originality in yourself that you know is irreplaceable. Please buy this tape, man. It's good stuff. To be unique means you've discovered a uniqueness about you that is so original that you know there ain't no duplicate anywhere. All of a sudden your value goes up in your own eyes. Oh, I am so important. Unique. Unique means I got something to offer that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. And you will be a fool to ignore it. It's uniqueness. So uniqueness means I don't need your opinion or adulation or approval to feel worthy. Or that sets marriage free. Because most people get married so they can feel valuable. Right. That's why they get hurt so much when someone doesn't give them approval. It's tough. You know why I married my wife? Because she ignored me. It's the truth. When I was in high school, every girl was fooling with me. Do you know why? I was famous. Some of you all know my history. And they used to come water and talk to me and touch me. This woman didn't even look at me. I said, how dare her not look at me? What is wrong with this woman? Don't she know who I am? She ignored me all through high school. So I got mad and married her. You keep throwing yourself on a man. That's why they keep running. Why? You are a parasite. A leech looking to place your sucker on somebody. Oh, glory, hallelujah. The beauty of being a single person is that you don't need anybody to be somebody. You are somebody all by yourself. Hallelujah. And when you bring that into a marriage, woo, that's beautiful stuff. Let me close with an illustration. I want you to watch this illustration. This is my Myles Munroe famous illustration. Can you come here, please? You're on TV, so smile now. Yeah, smile. Hold them both just like that, okay? I want to show you all the danger of getting married to an unsingle person. Oh, by the way, let me just clarify. Unmarried and single are different. This gets a little confusing. You can understand the difference. It's very important. See, most unmarried people think they are single. But if you look at the definition, even some married people are not single yet. That's why the marriage is so full of tension, stress. Because the wife or the husband is so lacking worth, they almost sucker on the other person Why are you leaving me? You can't go away. I need you. Why you need me? I am no one without you. If you leave me, I'll die. See, all those statements are proof that they are not single yet. The next time you people who ain't married begin to feel like you want to get married, whenever that feeling come on you, remember, don't confuse unmarried with single. What you want to do is to be single before you get married. And if you get married, still try to be single. Very important. Don't confuse the two. Let me explain why it's important to understand the two. Because, wait a minute. I got to explain this. Because you see, if you believe that single and unmarried are the same, then you'll believe that the solution to your loneliness is marriage. But if you get married because you are not single and you feel you need someone to complete you, then you are taking into the marriage an unsingle life, which means you have created a formula for disaster already. It multiplies your loneliness. Nothing can magnify loneliness more than marriage. I speak as a counselor for 33 years, and the loneliest people I have ever met are not unmarried people. They are married people. You folks who are married, you don't know loneliness. You don't know loneliness. To live in a house, to sleep in separate rooms, you don't know that kind of loneliness. To live in the same bed and sleep back to back and don't talk, you don't know loneliness. To live in the same house but don't speak for months, coming home at different times to avoid one another. Loneliness. You know what I'm talking about. I want to show you. Let me show you what they said. Let me show you. Turn to Matthew 19. Let me show you the conclusion of this. How dangerous this is. This is very serious. Don't laugh at me. Father, forgive you. Verse 10. Out loud, please. Then come on, Matthew 19, verse 10. Go. Then the disciples said to him, if this is the situation between a husband and a wife, it is better. I rest my case. Peter says, my goodness. If that's the qualification for marriage, it's better to stay by yourself. Singleness. All right, I got to show you all this. This is an interesting scenario here. I always try to show this because we get this idea about relationships. Okay, I'm going to show you. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I'll hold them now. Thank you. All right. This is a picture of what you've been taught in your culture. That's it right there. It's called 50-50 marriage. That's why you use the term, my better half. Please meet my better half. my better half. Oh yeah, she is my better half. And he is my better half. So you spend the rest of your life going around trying to find someone to complete you. The only problem is after you marry that person and you complete. We got a problem in the marriage here. So the person says, give me myself back. So they take themselves back, and now we got a marriage retention. You married me, take care of me. So why don't you fulfill me? Now she's lonely. Empty. She said, baby, my mom didn't teach me that. Now you're getting uneven here, see that? And he said, are you a woman, you crazy? Give me myself back. No, you think I'm crazy, you fulfill me, you know. Listen, you better give me myself back here, yeah? I tell you what, take yourself and go. Marriage. There's no such thing as a 50-50 marriage. Stand here one more time. Let me show you what God intended. This was Adam. A little bit of ice inside too. Cool him off there, you know. And when he met Eve, that was Eve. That's a single person. Full, know who they are, know why they are, know what they are, know where they're going, know what they can do. And then they meet one another. So you meet somebody who knows who they are, why they are, where they're going, what they can do, and why they're here. Woo, what a combination to me. Now when you meet that person, watch this. They decide. Everybody say decide. See, it's a decision because there's no lack. There's no lack. So any decision is a decision. We decide that we are going to enter a covenant together to combine these powerful assets to impact the world together as a partner with a partner. Now watch this. If you notice, if he gives her some of himself, it's what? Overflow. If she gives him some of herself, it's overflow. In other words, the relationship ain't based on what I could get from you, what you could take from me and give me back. And this trading, you know, if you give me this, I'll give you that. It's pure agape. This person doesn't give because they need something. Very important. They give because they decide to give. This person doesn't give because they're trying to manipulate the other person to get something. They don't need anything. What a beautiful love. Don't miss next session, because we're going to be talking about how to get yourself to that point where you become so secure that if anybody joins with you in life, you are an asset, not a deficit. Thank you very much. This is me. Thank you very much. Oh, he tastes so good. Well, my time is gone. I hope you learned something tonight. Give me a big hand.